On idiotic Herrera, average Pogba, pathetic Jose. Jose's game plan backfired. Just to be clear here, if you didn't watch the Chelsea v Manchester United game, don't try to comment on Herrera's ejection. If you watched a highlight, you'll be oh no, that wasn't a yellow. It was obvious from the outset the intent was to target Hazard. He was fouled so many times that referee Oliver called over team captain Smalling and made it plain, next foul on Hazard, yellow card. So then Herrera, on a yellow, within 30 seconds. Off for being more stupid than cynical. Get a brain. Manchester United opened with a high press, they were playing well, but the Hack-A-Haz tactic really worked against them. Suddenly they're down to 10, now they've got a back 7, hoping to sneak a counter or take it to penalties, and then the one player who no one expected to break through that wall of players sees De Gea moving over expecting him to pass, and boom. Game. Wonderful. You know why Jose was smiling when Herrera was sent off? Riley appreciating that his plan wasn't going to work. Smalling needs to work on his man management skills too. Handling the referee. He was lucky not to get his marching orders also. Communicating Oliver's instructions to the team. Nope. Didn't care. Way to represent the respect armband he's wearing. Steve, you might as well lose the respect armband, it means nothing, Los Angeles. I usually wait for the editorial piece to see what the fine brains behind the site thought of the game. As always, 16 conclusions did not disappoint. It's weird that Fellaini substitution was brought up. The minute Herrera was sent off, I texted a friend of mine to accuse Mourinho of devising a game plan where pressure coupled with persisting fouling would be adopted from minute 1. And should there be a red card, a ready-made excuse would already been handed to him. Sure enough, the circumstances around the dismissal gave enough for Mourinho's press conference look of brave man who has been wronged. I, in turn, was accused of perceiving life with a negative outlook and cooking up conspiracy theories. I somehow still believe Mourinho came in with nothing but a plan to match the Chelsea attack by playing 6 at the back, fouling Hazard at every opportunity and hoping for a quick break using Young, Kai and Rashford. And he had nothing to lose, with the Rostov match around the corner, everyone knows that's top priority. A narrow loss to Chelsea in the quarters with City, Spurs and Arsenal still left in the cup would be comforted by a possible L trophy. Perhaps the last 3 years have robbed me of my God-given right of demanding that United win every trophy in sight. I didn't have any expectations from this match except perhaps a more solid performance than last October, which I think we saw. It is a damning indictment that Jose has spent so much of money on a squad that still has to go out and defend for their lives against the top team in the country. It says a lot more about his perceived lack of tactical nous. The era of park the bus and win on penalties is passé now. You can see the siege mentality that Jose is trying to build in this team. I still think that they need a leader on the pitch, willing to mirror that mentality. Every Jose team has always had a leader. Terry, Zanetti, Ramos etc., they've all personified that mentality and United sorely lack that. Bugaditya. On the reaction to the red card. I'm sure you'll get plenty of mail about the match itself and red card, but I wanted to highlight the reaction to the red card. First of all, the on-pitch reaction. Well, I guess that puts to bed any lingering thought about the respect campaign. It lasted about 3 weeks, approximately 5 years ago. I don't know what it is about Jose's teams, whether it's actually a direct instruction from him or what, but it was a hallmark of his Chelsea teams to see JT et al. Surrounding and haranguing the ref, and it was the same last night. I know it's been suggested before, but I think football needs to take a leaf from rugby's book. If anyone other than the captain speaks to the ref, he goes into the book. This video of Nigel Owens is basically a picture of what needs to happen in football. It's like watching a teacher admonishing two naughty schoolboys.